Hello children, today we will start from test and uses of hydrogen. So first test for hydrogen, color, odor and density. Hydrogen is a colorless, odorless and lighter than air. Combustibility of hydrogen. So pure hydrogen burns quietly in air with a pale blue flame forming water. This is the reaction. And hydrogen air mixture burns with the characteristic pop sound. Then uses of hydrogen. First, general uses as a fuel in the form of coal gas, water gas and liquid hydrogen. So why we are using hydrogen as a fuel? Because combustion of hydrogen is a highly exothermic reaction. And liquid hydrogen is not polluting and easy to store. The next point, in meteorological balloons to study weather conditions. What is the reason of this use? Hydrogen is lighter than air and being inflammable, it is now replaced by helium. So hydrogen is used in meteorological balloons due to its lighter nature than air. But now use of helium we are doing at this time because hydrogen is inflammable gas. Then in the manufacture of ammonia, hydrogen with nitrogen is forming ammonia. And the conditions for the ammonia formation: temperature 450 to 500 degrees Celsius, pressure 200 to 900 atmosphere, catalyst iron and promoter molybdenum. So symbol of iron is Fe and for molybdenum is MO. Then in the manufacture of hydrogen chloride, H2 plus Cl2 is forming 2HCl. Reaction slow in diffused sunlight and explosive in direct sunlight. Okay students, so that is why we are not going to use direct sunlight for the preparation of hydrogen chloride. Next, in the conversion of hydrogen to water. So hydrogen with oxygen forming water. Hydrogen burns quietly in air forming water. Then hydrogen sulfide formation, hydrogen plus sulfur forming hydrogen sulfide gas, which is rotten egg odor gas. So hydrogen reacts with sulfur vapors forming hydrogen sulfide. Next page. In hydrogenation reactions. First, hydrogenation of oil. Addition of hydrogen to organic compounds in presence of catalyst, example like platinum or nickel, under high pressure at about 200 degrees Celsius is called hydrogenation. Okay, hydrogenation means addition of hydrogen. So such organic compounds which are unsaturated compounds give such type of addition reaction of hydrogen, which are known as hydrogenation reaction. Certain metals like platinum, nickel, gold and palladium, symbol of palladium is Pd, readily absorbed large volumes of hydrogen on their surface. So this is the property of such type of metals which absorbs hydrogen gas on their surface. Vegetable oils like palm oil turn to semi-solid fats by hydrogenation reaction. So in this way we are using liquid oils in the form of semi-solid fats. The phenomenon is called occlusion, a property useful for hydrogenation. Then hydrogenation of coal. Passage of hydrogen under high pressure over powdered coal in presence of catalyst at a suitable temperature. So this process is known as hydrogenation of coal. Hydrogenation of coal leads to conversion of coal to a product similar to petroleum containing a higher percentage of hydrogen. Okay, so hydrogenated coal is converted as in the form of petroleum, which is having higher percentage of hydrogen. The next, in extraction of metals, so hydrogen when passed over heated metal oxides of less active metals like zinc, iron, lead, reduces the oxides of the metals to free metals, a process useful in metallurgy. Okay, so in the process of metallurgy, certain metallic oxides are get reduced in the form of metal with the help of hydrogen, and in such reactions hydrogen is behaving as a reducing agent. These are the reactions: zinc oxide plus hydrogen forming zinc plus hydrogen, and so on. The next is in welding and cutting metals. Oxygen burns in an atmosphere of hydrogen to produce an oxyhydrogen flame. The flame is used for welding and cutting. So mixture of oxygen and hydrogen producing oxyhydrogen flame, and this flame is used for the welding and cutting of the metals. Hydrogen oxygen mixture on burning produces an exothermic reaction, and the temperature of the flame is around 2800 degrees Celsius. So this temperature makes it useful for welding or cutting. Then oxidation reduction reactions. This is very important for you. Oxidation involves removal of hydrogen from a substance. Reduction involves addition of hydrogen to a compound. Okay, so in the terms of hydrogen, oxidation is removal of hydrogen and reduction is addition of hydrogen. So as you can see in this reaction, this Cl2 is removing hydrogen from H2S. So after reaction we are getting sulfur plus HCl. So hydrogen is removed from sulfur with the help of Cl2. So this change is an oxidation reaction. In the second reaction, this hydrogen is added with bromine in the formation of HBr. So the change of bromine in the form of HBr, okay, this change will be known as a reduction reaction, and the product which is formed due to the reduction will be known as reduced product, and the product which is formed due to the oxidation reaction is oxidized product. Okay students, so there are two theories for oxidation and reduction. Two theories for oxidation and reduction. One is known as classical theory or old theory, and the second is modern theory or electronic theory. Modern theory or electronic theory. So according to classical theory, when from any chemical unit addition of hydrogen or addition of electropositive element is taking place, then this process will be known as reduction. Okay, and if removal of oxygen or removal of any electronegative element is taking place from any chemical unit, then such change will also considered as a reduction. Okay students, so from the term chemical unit we mean atom, molecule or ion. So these all are taking part in chemical reaction. So if A is a chemical substance or chemical unit which can be this or this, and from A, removal of oxygen or removal of electronegative element is taking place, then this will known as reduction. And same way, if addition of hydrogen or addition of electropositive element is taking place, then it will also considered as reduction according to old theory. Same way, addition of oxygen or any electronegative element with A will be known as oxidation, or removal of hydrogen or any electropositive element will also considered as oxidation. Okay, students. So this is according to old theory or classical theory. Now, next theory is electronic theory or modern theory. So according to electronic theory or modern theory, if electron is added with any chemical substance, then it will be considered as reduction, and if electron is removed from any chemical substance, then it will be considered as oxidation. Okay, students. So this is according to modern theory, and these two are according to classical theory or old theory. So modern theory of oxidation reduction is more important. Okay, students. So for example, as you can see here, when A is changes in the form of A minus, so in this change addition of electron will take place, and that is why it will be a reduction. Same way, if A2 minus is changes in the form of A minus, so negative charges number get reduced here from a reactant side, so removal of electron is there, and this change will be known as oxidation. Okay, students. Same way, if A triple plus unit is there, and which is changes in the form of neutral unit, means 3 electrons will be added in A, so addition of electron, reduction. Okay, students, this will be known as reduction, and this can also shown in this way. We can write electron towards the product side, but the sign will be changed. Okay, so here it with plus sign, and towards product side it will be with minus sign. Okay, so you can put electrons any side accordingly, but you remember that which sign you are going to use. Okay, students, because number of units and total charges should be balanced on both sides for a balanced reaction. So next page, oxidation reaction. So oxidation was first used for reaction in which oxygen combined with the substance. Okay, the donor of oxygen was the oxidizing agent, and oxidation reduction reactions occur simultaneously and are usually abbreviated as redox reactions. So such chemical reactions in which oxidation and reduction is taking place simultaneously are known as redox reactions. So addition of oxygen to a substance will be known as oxidation. Removal of hydrogen from a substance will be oxidation. Addition of electronegative element, oxidation. Removal of electropositive element, oxidation. And according to electronic theory, loss of electrons will also oxidation. Then examples. Addition of oxygen. So here copper is added with oxygen, so this will be considered as oxidation. Okay, so copper is oxidized in the form of copper oxide, so this is oxidized product, and oxidation of copper is taking place according to this reaction. So the substance which get oxidized will be known as reducing agent, and the substance which is helping in oxidation will be oxidizing agent. Okay, students. And same way you can clarify these two examples also. The next is removal of hydrogen from substance. So here hydrogen is removed from H2S and sulfur is formed. So this is again oxidation reaction. So here H2S will be reducing agent, Cl2 is helping in the removal of hydrogen, so it will be oxidizing agent, and the sulfur will be oxidized product. The next, addition of electronegative element. Cl2. Cl is added with FeCl2 and formation of FeCl3 is taking place. Okay, so in this side Cl R2 and here ClR3, and you all know that chlorine is the electronegative element. So overall addition of chlorine or electronegative element, it is again oxidation reaction. In this reaction reducing agent will be FeCl3, FeCl2, oxidizing agent Cl2 and oxidized product FeCl3. Then removal of electropositive element. So from potassium iodide, potassium is removed. Potassium is an electropositive element. So potassium is removed. So this is again oxidation reaction in which reducing agent is Ki, oxidizing agent is H2O2 and oxidized product is iodine. Now on the basis of electronic theory, here Fe, when two electrons are removed from Fe, then we get Fe2 plus, mean oxidation. Same way sulfur with added 2 electron, formation of S2 minus, this will be a reduction. Okay students, this will be a reduction. Next page. Reduction reactions. So reduction was first used for reaction in which oxygen was removed from a substance. The acceptor of oxygen was the reducing agent, and oxidation reduction reactions are known as redox reactions. Removal of oxygen, reduction. Addition of hydrogen, reduction. Removal of electronegative element, reduction. Addition of electropositive element, reduction. And gain of electron is also reduction according to electronic theory. Then as you can see here, this oxygen is added with H2O. So oxygen is removed from CO, so it is a reduction reaction. Okay, so copper is reduced product. Copper will be reduced product. Reducing agent is hydrogen. Okay, then addition of hydrogen to a compound. Hydrogen is added with chlorine. So HCl will be reduced product and H2S will be reducing agent, which is helping in reduction. Removal of electronegative element. So from FeCl3, FeCl2 is formed. Cl is removed. So FeCl2 will be reduced product and H2S will be a reducing agent. Then addition of electropositive element. So you can see here that mercuric chloride, from mercuric chloride, mercurous chloride is formed. So one Hg is present here, here 2 Hg, and mercury is an electropositive element. So addition of electropositive element, so this will be reduced product and SnCl2 will be reducing agent. Then on the basis of electronic theory, Fe3 plus after taking electron converted in the form of Fe2 plus, reduction. Okay students, then redox reactions. So reactions which involving oxidation of one substance and reduction of the other, reactions are known as redox reactions. And on the basis of electronic theory, loss and gain of electrons taking place simultaneously in a reaction. Such reactions are known as redox reactions. Okay, students. So, according to this example here, from here hydrogen is removed. So, oxidation of H2S in the form of sulfur, and with chlorine hydrogen is added. So, chlorine is reduced in the form of HCl and H2S is oxidized in the form of sulfur. So, this will be oxidized product, this will be reduced product, H2S will be reducing agent and Cl2 will be oxidizing agent. Okay, students, as you can see here also, from zinc 2 electrons are removed, oxidation, and with copper ion 2 electrons are added, reduction. Okay, the next page. Oxidizing agent loses oxygen or electronegative radical, gains hydrogen or electropositive radical, also accepts electrons. So such reagents are known as oxidizing agent, whereas reducing agents gains oxygen or electronegative radical, loses hydrogen or electropositive radical, and donates electrons. For example, oxidizing agents, gases like oxygen, ozone, chlorine, fluorine, liquids like H2O2, potassium dichromate, HClO, hypochlorous acid, concentrated nitric acid, nitrous acid, etc. Solids like MnO2, HgCl2, CaOCl2, PbO2, etc. An example of reducing agent, hydrogen, carbon monoxide, SO2, etc. Liquids like HCl, HF, HBr. Solids like carbon, different metals, and sugar. Test for oxidizing agents. Decomposes to give a colorless gas which rekindles a glowing splinter. Then liberates chlorine on heating with concentrated HCl. Reacts with potassium bromide solution to give a reddish color due to liberated bromine, and potassium iodide solution to give a yellowish brown color due to liberated iodine. Okay, students. And test for reducing agents, generally answered in this way. On reaction with iron 3 salts, the color changes from yellowish brown to light green. Okay, in the case of reducing agent, liberates nitrogen dioxide on heating with concentrated HNO3. And reducing agents, when reacts with acidified KMnO4 solution, which is purple or pink, giving a colorless solution. Potassium dichromate solution, which is orange, giving a green solution with reducing agents. So these are the tests for reducing agents. Okay, students. So we have already discussed this oxidation reduction in our online class. So that is why I taken this topic here in a short way. Okay, students. If you are having any problem, you can share it me. Thank you.